Hey guys, welcome to the first part of our CRUD with Ajax and Rails 6 series. Here we will create a fresh new Rails application. Then as the second item, we will create our own controller, a welcome controller, which will replace the landing page which is provided by Rails default welcome controller. But first, let's define what is Rails. Rails is a powerful web development framework which makes web development very fast and easier. It makes development like fun for programmers and it uses the magic of Ruby. So now let's stop talking here and create the application. Open your terminal first and go to any directory of your choice or create a new directory using mkdir command. Uh, I'm switching to my projects directory here. Now I'm in the project directory and now I need to run a generator command which will generate a fresh new Rails application. So you can create application like Rails new. You can name your application whatever you want to name it, but I'm naming my application as Rails new Ajax Rails demo app. So Ajax Rails demo it will be my app name. You can name your app whatever you want. Now let's generate the application. This may take a while. So you can see that it is generating application with some predefined directory structure, some app, bin, config, lib, public, and so on. Now it is installing the bundle. You can see here that it is installing Webpacker. So since Rails 6, Webpacker has been introduced to manage asset pipeline. And we need this Webpacker to manage our assets and we will uh, add Bootstrap, Popper, and jQuery using Yarn in the next part. So in this part, we will only focus on creating this application, and as a second item, we will create our own welcome controller or home controller to set a custom landing page. Since our application is generated, so we can switch to new tab and open this application. Now let's look at its directory structure. So you can see here, this is the app folder where all of our controller, JavaScript, model, mailers, views, channels, and helpers code will be there. And the next important part that we need to touch in this part that is config. We will add some routes in this routing file. It also configure it also keep the environments of Rails application like test environment, development environment, and production environment, which are uh, three key important environments which are required. But you can add your staging environment as well or any other environment that you want to add here. It keeps some initializers file which might require in some cases, in most of the cases actually. And these are the webpack configuration file, and we will test this folder in the next part when we will add bootstrap and jQuery. and then it is the db folder. It keeps your seeds file and migration files. And then this is the another important file, that is gem file. We will keep our ruby gems here and take the advantage of those gems using bundle install. Now let's see whether our app has been generated or not. Yeah, our app has been generated. So now to the folder, switch to the project. Let's run bundle install. So now our Rails application has been generated. Now what we need to do is that we need to open our browser and see what is running there. But before that, start your Rails server. Now we need to open our terminal on localhost 3000. So you can see this is the default page which is rendered by Rails welcome controller, and it is rendered by default. You can see here whenever I refresh this page, I will see a request, get request here, which is processed by the Rails welcome controller and index action. Okay, and it is rendered from the, you can see here. Now we need to change this. What we need here is that we don't need this default landing page. Instead, we need to render our own custom page, which will display our own custom content there. So now let's do that. And so far we have done with the first item of the part one. Now we need to create our own custom controller. So switch to the, come to the terminal. In the next step, write a command, write a generator Rails G controller welcome index. So Rails G controller, it is the generator for creating a new controller using command line. You can create it manually as well, but I'm using command line here. And this is the controller name, and whatever after controller name is considered as the method for that controller. So whenever I write command like this, Rails G controller welcome index, it will create an welcome controller with some index action. Now the controller is being generated. Now let's switch to our project. You can see here. Come to the controllers directory and you can see the welcome controller. The welcome controller has been generated with an index section. Now open our routes file. This is our route. You can see that it has entered a route. It has entered a route into the routes.rb like welcome and index. You can open this file on browser, like go to the URL, page is loading. See here. This is the page, and this page is loaded by the welcome controller of our application. Okay. Now, since this is not the default landing page, because whenever I come to localhost 3000, my root page is still the index page of welcome controller that is generated by Rails. Now, I need to change this path to root path in routes.rb. So let's make it a root path. Root path must be like this. hash. So the left part of the hash symbol is considered as the controller name, and the right part of the hash symbol is considered as the action which need to be pointed as the root path. Okay, now when you check refresh the page, you can see our welcome controller's action is rendered here as a root page. Now let's check at the terminal. We can see here this is the root URL and rendered by our application's welcome controller page. And now let's edit our index page of welcome controller. Go to the views file, open the folder welcome, then index.html, and you can create your own component here, that is using h1, and inside that you can write like welcome to the, and you can check it here. It has been changed. So we are done here with the first part. What we done in this part here is that we have set up a new Rails application, and we have created a controller and route to new custom root page, and that's it from this part. In the next part, part 2, we will add bootstrap, jQuery, and popper.js using yarn as a required dependency, and then we will make our welcome page prettier. We will also add header and footer here. So let's meet in the next part. You can explore things at your own. Thanks.